All right, we're back with more Factorio. Here we go. I am Pax, and we are continuing here with the playthrough of space exploration. And we're almost closing in on finishing out Spaceship Structural Integrity 7, which will allow us to build slightly larger spaceships. As the next goal for the base will be to build a spaceship capable of going out to the asteroid fields and bringing us back some Naquitite. So there's one more resource we have to gather that exists way out into space. And we have to go into the interstellar map. So we've been cranking out a bunch of researches for this deep space zone discovery, and finally found the Stardust asteroid field, which has Naquitite as the primary resource. So this is where we are planning to go, and ideally we'll go here and mine this Naquium. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pin out here to make it easier for us to remember. Naquium, yes. And I had to fix a couple things in the base, so I moved the labs over, but I moved them over one tile too far, and they needed to be in line with this so that the cold thermofluid could go up here. And yes, the material science did not have access to the cold thermofluid, and that was a problem, so I had to move them back, but I fixed it. And we've been just churning out the science since then. And let's go around and check out what's going on. So I think the base is just cranking out a bunch of science, especially, yes, all the astronomic science. And yes, all the astronomic science is working hard on this technology. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Got the Spaceship Structural Integrity 7. I think we could try to work on maybe this. We've been should have a bunch of biology science built up, so let's go ahead and put some energy into the mining productivity. Mining productivity is always good. So then, yes, we got energy science working very hard, and last time we built also the nanomaterial, and the dynamic routers, and it's all saturated now, but then I went ahead and built then in the main hub. I want to build at least another thing for the spaceship. So what we're going to do down here is build the shield projector now that we have the dynamic routers, and we can do this. And we're going to need, though, a requester chest. Yes, because it needs the dynamic emitter, and also the quantum processor. But I think the quantum processor is down here already. Okay, copy paste, and we'll just do one stack is fine. That's like kind of a lot, honestly, but no worries. So we'll get some dynamic emitters down here. Let's see, are we on the... Yeah, so we'll just add some dynamic emitters here to the logistics request, and the bots will bring it down and hopefully get us some of those shield projectors. Because, yes, we're going to start working towards building, yes, a spaceship capable of getting us Naquium. That is the plan for today. So I want to allocate some space over here, and I think the first thing we should start doing is maybe getting some of the ion stream. We need some more ion stream going, because we're going to need a lot of ion stream to make it out there. And so I think the hope is to just at least start by adding ion stream And so we're going to want to do another one of these things. I think this is plenty of space for these spaceships not to interfere. I don't want to interfere with the spaceship fueling. Oh, hey, there's a spaceship getting some rocket fuel. So just make sure, I think we're fine, right? This is not going to interfere, right? Yes. Cool. Okay, so I think the plan is going to like be to build over here a new spaceship. And then, so let's just check in also on the logistics requester. I added a new thing, and the intention is we're going to build a spaceship with a nuclear reactor. So part of the challenge of getting Naquium is that there's no solar power. And so that means we need to provide electricity in some way. And of course, we're limited on space. And we need quite a lot. So I've upgraded this to ask for a bunch of nuclear reactor things. I really should also, I think this like needs to settle down a lot. I switched it over to, oh, don't do this now though. Okay. Like, why do I have 20 of these? Yeah. Yes, I switched this over to just monitor this chest instead of monitoring the whole roboport because I was making a couple of problems with the fact that a lot of spaceships have buffer chests, and so this roboport accounts for that. And so when I build new spaceships, often they don't get anything because they can't access the buffer chests of other spaceships. So I want to put this kind of like more down here. Let's just start it with that. We'll see. I might want to move it. But the general idea is to just bring the pipes around and try to, you know, get some style points. Sure. Bring the ion stream around. I wanted to like just make sure we get some buffered up, and so we'll just let it go into another tank for a sec. Now, yes, let's just go ahead and tell the bots to give us a bunch of spaceship floor here. So we'll get started with a little bit of spaceship floor. Thanks, bots. You're doing great things. Doing great things, bots. All right, and then I think it's important to maybe, I want to make sure we put the clamp in like a good spot. So since the clamp is this, has to be on the 2x2 tiles, I want to make sure that we design the spaceship with the clamp in mind. Okay, that's nice. This is looking nice. How are things going? Yes, okay. All right, so to make it to the asteroid field, we want to, okay, let's upgrade this to have the ion engines for sure. We're going to definitely need ion engines, and a lot of them. And the trick is that the ion engines are very expensive. I mean, they cost a lot of electricity. So if we build a lot of them, we need a lot of electricity. So we definitely need more space. So let's try this. This might need to go this way. Let's see. I just want to make sure things go in good spots. And the idea, what I want to do is have 6 ion engines. That is the goal. And all the engines will have kind of, you can put them behind them like this if you want more. But they lose some efficiency if they're not hanging off the back. But if you put them only one tile in like this, they're still just fine in terms of efficiency. Let me move it one more tile out. Go like this. Okay. All right, let's start with that. Okay, that's like kind of the point. And yep, this. So we want to be able to, I think, pull the fuel in here actually. So that's where the fuel will go. And then I think we'll have a wall. So let's get more spaceship floor, but also less spaceship floor. So then over here, we'll see, I mean, it's kind of, I want the same thing. I want the symmetry. So yes, we need to go to here. And this. I guess I'll just do this anyway. Okay, so this will be our engine compartment, and we need lots of ion booster tanks. And so I think I'm going to just jam them next to the, I'm just going to use the booster tanks like they're pipes, basically, and put them into the inputs and connect them over here. I guess we need to do this. And this is good, something like this. So that's where we want to be in terms of the boosters. But let's see, where do I want the tank? I mean this. I'm kind of still concerned about the clamp. Okay, but I think next we want to consider, I think I want the clamp to be closer. So like, let's move this to here, but maybe actually to here. Let's try that. Insane mining speed. So it could dump the clamp all the way at the back. I guess that's fine. Darn it. Too much mining. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. But I want it kind of to be... Is that okay? I can move it down. Bots. So let's just do it, yeah, like this. There we go. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. I think this is a start. This is a start. All right, let's clean up all this excess flooring. Boy. All right, good job. Good job. All right, so we have this now, and all right, so then yes, we'll pump across the ion stream, of course. But I'll set it up in a second. I don't want to necessarily do it right now. And I think I'm gonna try to go for 8 tanks, and we'll have also then our first pylon substation back here, and I'll put a door here, and then I think also I'm gonna just connect the pipes this way just for extra room. And we could then maybe either put some accumulators and maybe some laser turrets back here. I think maybe we might want them back here. Laser turrets, please. Let's try this. Sure. Okay. And then, yes, I think, yeah, we want to connect this, maybe. Yes. Okay. So that's our engine compartment. And then I think hopefully we can squeeze in our next compartment, which will be kind of like our storage section here, because we want it here. Is that okay with the spaceship clamp? I mean, it's technically okay, right? I can do this. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. Let's see, how does this look then? Is this, let's see, I want to have 2 of them now. But then does this work out? Is it like this? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. That's kind of symmetrical, at least. So the thought was like I would just double load it like this and just have 2 of them. So let's see how that works. It's like there's a space over here, but maybe we'll make use of it. But then do we like this or do we like maybe this up here? See, if it was up here, then I would want it to be off by 1 more. So I could like move everything up 1. Let's see. So then up 1 tile. This game is often about just moving things up 1 tile, huh? Let's see this. Like, how does this look? I think that's better. I think this is better, yes. So we'll go back and move the spaceship floor over here. Alright, there we go. That's okay. I like this. I think this is better. Alright, so there's our clamp, and there's our ion stream. And of course, now what are we going to do here? We're going to have to move this up 1 tile someday. Could just do, I'm just going to connect them and do 1 more. I think it should jump into here. Did it? I don't know. I don't know if that worked. Yikes. Alright, well, you know, something like this, but then I'm going to put it back. Okay, there we go. Whatever, have more tanks, it's fine. Extra tanks never hurt anybody. Okay, we want to also measure all the ion stream. It has a weird way of connecting. Okay, that should be it, yes. We measure the accumulators, yes. And I think over here, let's change this a little bit. Let's put this, we could put this over there, yeah. And I kind of want this just in the middle this time. Because then again, we want to measure the chests. Let's do it like this. Okay. And I guess we can just do the lamps for fun. Sure. Let's just keep the doors in the middle. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now, over here, to power the spaceship, what we're going to do is build a nuclear reactor. Yes, indeed. Okay. No. Let's make sure all the spaceship floor is gone. Okay, so then now let's build a spot for a nuclear reactor, or just put these on the toolbar. So this, and heat pipes, and heat exchangers, and we want the condenser turbines. So I think, add them to the requester. So let's see if we have enough space. I think this is just enough space to put 2, and we're going to put actually 2 of them, because we need to make 60 megawatts, and 1 by itself only makes 40, but 2 right next to each other actually makes 160, not just 80. You get a bonus for them being next to each other. So then the idea will be to, I want the pipes back. This, I want to be pumps. Make pumps, please. Okay. So yes, this is a condenser turbine, so it takes in steam and outputs. So actually we have 1 extra space, but we could put it here, or we could put it here. Let's just put it there. So we want a bunch of these. So yes, we need to make 60 megawatts, and each of these only makes 5.8. And we need extra power to make I mean, to power the other things. So we also have to worry about that. And so I think what we're going to go for, and the other thing to note is that these are only 75% efficient. But we need them because they return the water. So we don't want to have to supply water. So we're going to then make enough of these. So if we then use the heat exchangers, each heat exchanger will do 10 megawatts. So we have 160 potential. And each heat exchanger will do 10. And so if we made 10 heat exchangers, we could do 100. So we could lay out 10 heat exchangers like this. So this will give us 100 megawatts of steam at least. And so we can pull the steam out, right? Which we will convert, hopefully 75%. So we'll connect the water here, and somehow we'll bring the water back. And we need to then bring the steam through here and down. Then we'll bring the water back here. So yes, if we have 100 megawatts, but we only get 75%, or we can think about it like this generates 100 steam per second, and these eat 80 steam per second. So let's see, if we do 10 times 103 divided by 80, 12.8. So like, yeah, if we didn't make 13 of these, that's kind of the goal. So we have 7, 8, 9. Let's see, we need even more space. And then I think what we can do is put some more on this side. 10, 11, 12, 13. No. So we'll bring, yes, all the steam through like this. We'll connect it over here or something. And then we'll bring the water around. Yes. Water. Bring around here, I guess, and down. And just connect it back in there. There we go. So this is a nuclear reactor. Hey. So hopefully then we'll get 75 megawatts out of this reactor. And let's maybe add a tank. Boy, spaceship's being busy over there. Let's put a tank here. Maybe here. And so we'll need to supply water. So then we could also squeeze in. Gosh, I keep going back and forth. Maybe we'll squeeze in a pump. Maybe you want 2 tanks and then a pump. Squeeze in a pump and that. And so we could have wall over here. And the last thing we need is to have some fuel supplies. So I think the idea is to squeeze in the fuel supplies, and also we have to get rid of the used up uranium fuel cells. But we also want to build a reactor out in the asteroid field as well. So we want to also just bring nuclear fuel to supply the mining operation. So we'll put them in a buffer chest, and we'll ask for then a bunch of uranium fuel cells. 500, sure. Great. And so then we could kind of close off there, or at least we could tighten the wall up a bit here. You want to make the spaceship as compact as possible. And I think this is looking pretty okay. So the other thing we want to do is maybe set some logic up on the nuclear reactor. but we need to be able to measure the steam for how I want to do it. So I think let's try to, we can actually squeeze a tank here. Yeah, that works. And we can just do that. These are all connected already, right? This is all connected now. It's fine. Look, I think it's fine, yeah. And so we want to base the logic on the tank. So the trick to making a decent nuclear reactor setup that doesn't make it run all the time is to say, first of all, I'm turning all the stack sizes down to 1. And I want to connect with wires all of these inserters. And I also want to connect them to this tank. And so this inserter, ouserter, technically, you're going to listen to the steam. So if the steam is less than, yes, we want to say if the steam is less than 20,000, then you can be enabled, right? But we're also going to read hand contents. Okay, so then this is going to trigger only if the steam, if there's not steam, but also we want to make sure that the reactor is ready for a new fuel cell. So we'll only trigger it when there's not steam and when there's an empty fuel cell. So it will pull the fuel cell out, which is good, and then it will put that onto the network, the circuit network with read hand contents. And so then we'll trigger you guys to say if there is a empty fuel cell greater than 0, then we'll trigger the inserters. So basically this will make sure that the power plant can shut down, and we only kind of use it ideally. We only want to use 1 fuel cell at a time, and we don't want to, you know, just have the reactor running constantly when we don't need electricity. So then, okay, so we should see some fuel cells getting here now. And you have to though, I mean with this design, with the fuel cell, with this logic, you do have to kind of manually trigger it though still. So I'll just take this and put 1 fuel cell into each reactor just to kickstart it. And so then when it's done, what we should see is that, well, we probably didn't build enough, I mean, there won't be enough steam built up, so this will be enabled and it will pull the fuel cell out. And then when it does, we'll put in the next fuel cell, just 1 at a time. So that will be how we manage it. And then if there's too much steam, the system will pause. And so that's one way you can enable a nuclear reactor. All right. Okay, good, nice. So we have a nuclear reactor on a spaceship. How about that? How about that? So let's finish her off then. We still need to do, basically like we want to do then the control system. So we definitely need a control system and roboports. So can we fit maybe it together? It's not quite enough space to do it our normal way. So I'm going to try this, and let's just put more floor down over there. So we'll do this as normal, but then can we fit the roboport part in? I think we'll give up on the, yeah, so if I think we do this, we'll give up on the little underground thing for the roboports. So then we can squeeze it right there. Okay, but I don't want the floor. I want this to go away. Bots, stop blowing up. Yeah, so we'll just do it like this. And this is fine. We can ask for all this stuff. I think that all this stuff is fine. But we also, yeah, we want to make sure we also bring another nuclear reactor setup. So I'm going to build basically the same thing. So I'm going to just set up exactly the request for 1 nuclear reactor like we just had. 50 I think is about right, and it's really only 10 of these. So we'll set that up as well. Yes, this is our spaceship. Ooh, it's getting big. Okay, we're cranking out this nuclear reactor. Heat pipes are heating up. Okay, I think let's start even, I think we're ready to maybe start filling it up too. So why don't we just put a pump here and go ahead. I think like the position of it and the clamp I'm happy with. So let's start filling her up. Alright, so this is looking good. So then the last thing we need, of course, is also to have the nose of the spaceship, you know, protect us from meteors. So I want to maybe lay out some more floor. So let's just go ahead and put some out like this. And I want to use these what are they called? Shield projectors? Oh yeah, it's in the military. Shield projector. So let's see. I think if we put it right here, it'd be kind of cool. Okay. Shield projectors. And we're still going to need laser turrets. So is there... How much room do we have? So there's 2 here. So we could do this. 2 walls. And then maybe let's do... We need another pylon substation, I think. Right there, maybe. Now more lasers. Get out of the way, character. Is that what I want? I guess so, yeah. And more lasers, right? Like this. Yeah, sure. Like that. So then let's go ahead and also... I kind of want some more room in the front. Or like, say like this. Yeah, like that. Go around like that. And maybe double that one up. Sure. Nice. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a nose, spaceship nose with some shield projectors out in front. So we probably don't need these ones. All right, there we go. Is this a spaceship? Wow, look at her. Look at her. Man, so we still needed more stuff though. We need to supply water. So let's build some infrastructure out here. Let's do it like this, I guess. Sure. So then we'll get another tank. And I think first what we'll do is there's definitely some water barrels that I want to ditch. So we're going to empty them and then we have to request them. There we go. There we go. Get rid of the water barrels, please. So that'll get us started, but we also want to make sure we can't actually have this fill up because we need to recycle the water. So we need to leave some amount of space. So I'm going to just say, make sure the water is less than that much, 35,000. More than a tank, but okay, maybe 40. Let's do 40. The 2 tanks can hold 50, so slightly less than 50 because we need to have some space for the recycling since these output water. And so let's try that much. How's our tanks? Okay, we have heat, but then yes, we don't have water, so we haven't started making any steam yet. Oh yeah, so that will cause it to go forever and ever, but hopefully the water's coming. Buffer chests? There we go. All right. Now, looking good in terms of having stuff. I mean, we don't really want these. Maybe we want more of these. So let's like just ditch those. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, and anything over here? Let's get these radar construction pylons. I think started bringing those up here. Do I have any myself? Radar construction pylons. Give me some. All right. Oh boy. What's our ship? The War Cry. The War Cry. Going to get us Naquium. How are we looking on the ion steam? Filling up. Okay. Getting some steam. Nuclear power is creating steam. Hey. Very good. We have water. Yeah, coming in. Great. Okay, now let's set up then some wires for the spaceship. So we want to connect the control system. And we want to bring it all the way back here. Get our green wire. Connect it all the way up here. And we want to connect it to the clamp. Let's see. Then, yeah, so we're already measuring the storage. We're measuring the accumulators. We're measuring the ion stream. I think we want to measure the, let's see, the nuclear fuel. Okay, that works, yeah. Okay, nuclear fuel, we'll measure that. And we want to measure the water. So let's go here. Okay. And anything else? Well, we need more stuff actually. We also need to bring sulfuric acid, so it requires sulfuric acid. So we'll get a lot. It requires a lot. So we have sulfuric acid as well. We want that. And since we're also going to build power, we need water. So we kind of want water ice. Sure, whatever. Just bring a bunch of water ice too, I guess. Should be good. Okay, wow. We have a nuclear powered deep spaceship for getting Naquium. Let's try the integrity check, see how we're looking. Hey, unstable. Some sections will disconnect. Okay, but we have 948 hull stress and 846 container stress, so we're almost maxed out. I don't think we could somehow add another warehouse, unfortunately, but I think this is what we're gonna do for our design. Let me click on this again, try to see where this. Okay, yeah, back here you see these red squares. That's saying that there are spaceship floors that are kind of not attached. There we go. All right. Valid. Good. Good. We passed the integrity test. Hey. All right. So now, are we getting? Okay, we're getting some water. Is it really that slow? Come on. All right. So then. Are we ready? Okay, I think now let's set up then a new launching system. All right, we'll put this here, kind of our standard one, and we'll start to set it up. I want to connect the wires. All right, channel 2 is fine. Leave that on. Of course, we want to do ion stream, and we have 8 tanks, so we'll say slightly less than 8. Be full. Accumulators, be full. All right, so what else do we want? We want to make sure we have like sulfuric acid. So let's make sure we have, say, 200. We asked for twice that, I think, but let's at least have 200 greater than. And we'll copy a couple others because we want to say to have also the nuclear fuel. So let's go uranium fuel cells greater than also 200. Then we also want to have water. So let's make sure we have water. water greater than 20,000. Let's say 30,000. And anything else? Water, ice, do we care? We could care. Let's just... Nah, it's fine. We won't worry about that. That's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we want to change this to 5. Okay. And the only thing that we don't have... We still have enough ion stream, and we don't have enough sulfuric acid. Fair enough. Yeah, we don't. Okay, good. Great job. Cool. So hopefully we crank out some more ion stream. It's cranking out. It's cranking out. Pump it out, guys. Pump it out. What's wrong with you? Stone, really? We don't have stone? No, there's stone. It's coming. Is it? Is it coming? Did you break? More stone, please. Okay, it's coming. Cool. All right, do we have a nuclear reactor? We do, yes. All right. Okay. Okay, all right. Nice. How much ion stream are we looking at here now? 68. Getting close. 330 on the sulfuric acid. Our nuclear reactor has paused finally because, and just so we can see that the fuel cell is still here because this is disabled because there's steam. That's how it works. And we're looking good on the water. Yes. 40k water. Oh no, okay. I think let's just do let's do, yeah, 40, whatever, it's fine. Okay, we can do this. This is done. And we'll change it to the more permanent solution of this. Water ice. Water ice, please. Thank you. I hope. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Alright, getting ion stream. Slowly but surely getting it. We're at 71,000. We only need to get to what, 75? I said it, right? That's pretty close. We're almost there. Crank it out. Crank it out. Okay, so. In that case, yeah, let's set up the logic. So, okay, here, the first channel is the refuel. So we want to come back to here, which is currently set up as 310. Okay, I think, yes. Okay, so we'll do that. So come back, channel 3, connect to channel 10. And we're going to go to the asteroid field next. So Stardust asteroid field has automation signal 1150. So we want to, whoops, not that, oops, dang it, 914, oops, wrong one. Okay, go back to novice orbit. And then here, we're going to go to asteroid field 1150. And again, we'll just hook channel 3 to clamp 1. It's fine. And then when we come back, we'll come back to novice orbit. We'll hook channel 3 up probably to channel 11. But we'll set up the return system later, of course. And I think the rest looks pretty good. Yeah, so I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Yes, spaceship. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I thought these guys were huge at first, but now we're like, whew. All right, so the war cry. Our 948 hull stress. Naquium. Deep space mining ship. Bum, bum, bum. Nuclear powered. Okay, I think we're ready. We're good on water. Okay, we have all the signals. We have... No, we don't have all the signals. Which one are we missing? We're still missing ion stream. 74K. Come on. We're so close. Okay, so let's just turn it off. And as soon as we have the ion stream, we'll launch, I guess. We're cranking it out. I guess you're stealing it is what's happening too. Stop stealing my ion stream. I mean, we could just say, I think, 72,000 is pretty good, right? Hey. All right, Warcry, we are off. Will she fly? Oh yeah. 6 ion stream engines activated. Get our steam power, nuclear spaceship going. Cranking out some energy from nuclear reactions. Yeah, I've been having this issue though. It does flicker. Not sure how to fix it. So hopefully it'll sustain though. I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. And yes. Now we're on our way hopefully to Stardust. Yes, we are. 12 minutes, 13 minutes, I guess, is the one-way journey. So probably 30-minute round trip. And yeah, we only have 2 warehouses for Naquium, so it doesn't stack very high. So if we're not going to have too much throughput. We might need to build many of these spaceships, but hey, we can do that. Nice, going at a clip of over 130. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Got our lasers going. Nuclear power is holding. So it will be a while before we see it turn back on because these heat pipes also act as an energy storage buffer. So we're still creating steam because there's still like lots of heat left over in the heat pipes, even though the reactors aren't on. So we'll have to work our way through these buffers. Ion streams are cranking out. Ion engines are cranking out ion stream. Nice. So yeah, holding steady. I think we'll do just fine making it. Looks like we're doing okay. We're kind of eating these accumulators. They don't really have too much of an impact either way though. And let's see where we're at on the star map. Yeah, about to reach the asteroid belt now. Looks like we're going fine. Look, maybe this hit one thing per second, so that was something. Yes. Nuclear powered spaceship. On our way to get some Naquium. Nice. Cool, but yeah, I think this was the plan for this episode, to finish up on the Naquium spaceship design. And of course we're gonna have to wait a bunch of minutes to actually make it out there. We've slowed down a little bit, I guess, because this little power jitter. I was thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe we could put some pumps in. Would that help? Some pumps help? I don't know. I don't know if this will help. Just would like to have it hold at, so the full 75 instead of flicker. But doesn't seem to matter. And it's not the water that's backing up, so. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why it's flickering. Oh well, it's still doing the job. It's definitely still doing the job. And yes, I think we'll make it. We have so much energy. Nuclear fuel is so energy dense. Okay, yeah, we've almost made it to the interstellar void, so I think we'll sign off then once we exit the solar system. Make our way to Stardust, the asteroid field. Get ourselves some Naquium. Yeah, I think I was looking also at building it, and we could crush it on site, but the downside of crushing it is that if we crushed it on site, we could definitely carry a lot more in each spaceship, which is the upside. We would need to bring Iridite, which we didn't do, so we're not going to do it, I guess. But yeah, the downside is that we can't use the productivity modules, which I think is worth doing. So we're just going to build a lot of spaceships and just bring back the raw Naquitite and be happy. So cool, yeah. But I think now we've, I guess, probably entered the interstellar space. Yes, interstellar space. We have an interstellar ship, the Warcry. And it's holding strong. Yeah, I mean, you know, having a nuclear reactor, it's pretty good. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. But yes, I think we'll call the session here. There you go. Factorio. I am Pax. I will see you in the next video.